Hey, I'm back at it again with White Album 2, the next part. So we've finally formed some semblance of a band. We're practicing. It's a bit difficult for us, but it's been really fun. It's been really, really fun. I'm very much getting into the game from here. So I'm excited to play some more. Since I was... right. So last time... she was talking about how her mom's made her practice like 10 hours a day every holiday, and it's really sad. I feel like she missed out on a lot of development as a person due to that. So,
それに普通コンクールの三月前くらいから準備始めるし、そうなったら1日16時間くらい。
ooh, my goodness, 16 hours?
修学旅行は
ほんと細かい上げ足取りばかりだな、北原は。3年に一度くらいはそういう日もある。
よかった。
It'd be so painful if she lived like that for 1,000 days without even having a day like that. Although, really, one day out of like 3 years, you shouldn't be like, oh, thank goodness. Though I really don't want to think about what happened during the other 999 days.
ほんと、今は天国。一日中引かなくてもいい日がこんなにあるなんて。
Wow, yeah.
やっぱやめたのか。
見切られた。
え、トーマ。
で、ちゃんと弾けるようになった。最後までミスもなく、リズムも完璧で、相手に合わせる余裕を持てるようになったのか。
Though it was an obvious topic for her to change to, her attitude shows that she's regretting what she just mentioned. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty heavy.
自分ではだいぶいけてるんじゃないかと思ってるけど、合わせられるかどうかは合わせてみないとなんとも。
そっか。
By now, I've got enough experience to follow her pace and to know if she wants to change the subject.
もう合わせても大丈夫。
At least we've matured in that sense. We know when she wants to stop talking about something. We don't just shove it down her throat all the time.
聞き違えるなよ。合わせてみないとなんともだ。
なら、合わせるか。
そりゃ、願ってもないな。じゃあ明日の放課後は。
明日は小木曽の仕上げ。北原に構ってる暇なんか相変わらず全然。
ってことは結局週末までお預けってことかよ。
It's too bad, even though Toma finally appreciates my talent. Well, even if it's just to escape from the earlier topic, in the end, it seems like we took a step forward with our preparations for the performance, but we're still short on time.
言わず町です。お降りの方はドアにお気をつけください。
That was such a weird stopping sound. I thought the train broke down.
じゃ
ああ。
Dang, I was really hoping she'd invite us in and we could play music together.
あのさ。
ん？
And the usual conversation we have as we part ways between the station and her home.
トーマ？
Is she gonna ask? Something's off today.
おい。
ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
え？うわ
Did she jump off the train? Something's off today. The station I got off at is different. Wow, the instant the train doors started closing, Toma grabbed me by the necktie and dragged me out.
どういうつもりだよ、トーマ。
Well, this is 3 stations from school, the station closest to her home, which means, well...
今から、私の家に来い。
Oh, yay!
え？
There's only one impossible outcome that I can imagine here, but it looks like it's not all that impossible.
トーマ、ちょっと、おい。
早く、来なよ。
いや、こんなことって。
どうしたの？今になっておじけづいた？
What?
おじけづくわ、そりゃあ
Oh, they bamboozled us there. Wow, this is really impressive. It's around 9 p.m. now. As for where I am, I'm in Toma's house. But that's not the issue right now. I mean, normally it would be, but...
ありえねえだろ、これ。
そう言われると思った。だから本当は誰も呼びたくなかったんだけどね。
This is great. Why don't we just have practice at her house? Even for the bastard son of a wealthy Okayama family that I am, this is stunning. As we reached the house, I would find that extravagant facade was only the beginning. Before I had time to be taken aback by the unbelievably large living room or the wide, well-maintained garden just outside, I was suddenly taken to the basement. Oh no. And when Toma turned on the lights, I saw a white room around 30 square meters large. But what caught my eye the most was a microphone dangling from the ceiling of a small room, closed off by glass windows.
ここは？
私の練習部屋だけど。
Wow.
それはごく一部の使い道だろう。なんで一般家庭にこんなものがあるんだ？
I mean, you act so surprised, but her mom's an international star, so... The room beyond the glass window was filled with even more amazing equipment, something you'd find in a school broadcast room. And its purpose here was obvious. Actually, Takeya and his group often went to a nearby rental studio, but this is much higher class than that studio by a large margin.
もともとは、とある世界的に有名なアーティストの自宅兼スタジオだったのを、うちの母親が設備ごと買い取って。
Oh, wow.
アーティストって？
だから、とある。
本当は正体知ってるよな。そうなんだよな。
Then again, Toma's mother is also a world-famous artist.
しばらく、ピアノ以外使ってなかったから、昨日まで業者呼んでメンテナンスしてもらってた。ま、なんとかまだ使えるみたい。
学生の分際で。
悔しかったら親に放っておかれてみろ。
Wow, how casually she says that really just like slammed me in the solar plexus.
さりげなくそういうことをネタにするな。重いわ。
The fact that she's joking about it with us though shows she's come a long way in trusting us.
なら軽々と突っ込むな。
そういうこと言うと謝るぞ。謝っちゃうぞ。ものすごく気まずい雰囲気にしちまうぞ。
練習するぞ練習。北原の望み通り、思う存分合わせてやる。
Oh, yay.
よろしくお願いします。トーマ先生。
That is so dang cute. She didn't appreciate it though. How far can I go? And when should I pull back? It's like a tightrope trial. To begin with, I'd only went as far today as I had usually, but perhaps her tolerance level has increased. Even so, I feel that the wheels have begun to turn a little bit, as if bringing about the conversation I always desired to have with Toma since spring.
Hora, 外した。
うわ、わかってる。
ああ、今度はずれてくずれてく。
そっちがだんだん速くなってるんじゃ。
なら次からはメトロノーム使おうか。
She's been watching me all along and criticizing every single one of my mess-ups. However, she never missed a single note.
いい？今まではこっちが合わせてあげてたけど、今度ばかりはそういうわけにいかないからね。
おう。
I fully realized, with the way I play, it's just not possible for me to keep up with Toma's performance.
ボーカルはともかく、シンセはリズム変えたりしないから、自分からついてくこと覚えないと。
How much unreasonable trouble did she put herself through to accompany me up until now?
ああ、全然ダメ。前から思ってたけど、才能ないね、北原。
Oh no, that's so harsh. Putting me down like that, as if she was enjoying it,
もしかして、怒った？
Oh no, are we gonna have a fight?
もう一度最初からお願いします。
Oh, we're so good.
はいはい、何度でも。
I have to desperately hang on, obviously. Oh.
こらこら、今度は早い。
Because this feels so great. To have Toma do her best to find all of my mistakes. To have Toma laugh at how terrible my playing is. To have Toma use her usually deprived vocabulary to do nothing but mess with me. To have Toma always smiling at me, looking only at me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so
はい、
romantic.
残念でした。
I'm embarrassed. Okay.
もう一度最初から。くっそー。いっつも同じとこで引っかかる。
一度ハマっちゃうと、なかなか抜け出せなくなるよね。まあ、今日のところは。
絶対に一度は通す。今までだって、努力で何とかしてきたんだ。
あ、でもさ、そろそろ終電。
Just let me stay the night.
何？ごめん、聞いてなかった。
Oh no.
別に、大した話じゃない。
そうか？
じゃあ、リクエスト通り、もう一度最初から。
Oh. It's so beautiful. She kept talking about the mistakes, but honestly, that just sounded so good. To me, anyway. I don't know. Did we sleep in the practice room? I see a brightly lit white room as I wake up. I'd been hugging the guitar I'd been playing like a body pillow.
やべ、寝ちまった。
Pulling off the blanket covering my body, my mind becomes aware of everything that's bad about the whole idea of waking up to begin with.
そろそろ帰らないと。トーマ？
My back is stiff and aching all over from sleeping on the floor. I put the guitar in the case and finally take a look around. There's no one at the piano anymore. I'm the only one in the room.
参ったな。
I struggle with my body that feels sluggish from having slept poorly, opening the basement door. Perhaps the last train's already gone. If that's so, the taxi toll would be pretty horrible for a student like me. Didn't you already say the last train's already gone? That's a weird thing to say.
しかも時計壊れてるし。
Oh no. While irrationally cursing at the needle on the watch, which is pointing at the wrong spot, I get a breath of fresh air on ground level after having been underground for several hours. Oh my gosh. And I encounter something that I shouldn't have seen no matter what.
北原！
いや、待て、トーマ。俺は今、いろいろと問題を抱えてることに気づいたんだが、一つ一つ質問していいか？
Why the heck would you ask that? Just immediately get out of there.
人に物を尋ねる前に、向こう向け！
それと俺、起きたばかりで混乱してたんだ。その辺の事情を汲み取ってほしい。
そんなこと知るか！
As I timidly turned around, she seemed to be hiding a rather eye-pleasing, or rather shocking bespectacle of hers.
まったく何なんだ。自分の家で風呂に入っただけで、なんでこんな目に。
Ah, the sound of rustling clothes. I feel like such a pervert.
まず最初の質問だけど、今何時だ？
Just try to ignore it. I can't afford to get all excited now.
自分の腕時計でも見てろ。
いや、それがさ、狂ってんだよ。なんか7時50分とか指してるし。
狂ってるのは時計じゃなくて、お前だというオチだな。
Oh no. Are we gonna show up to school late together? Because that's like, that's so bad.
マジで。
And so she answered my second question as well, that being, why is it so bright outside?
私はそろそろ学校へ行く。今出てちょうどギリギリだし。
嘘！俺着替えてないよ！風呂も入ってないし、 顔すら洗ってない。
知るかそんなこと。
そんなことって、どうすんだよ。無断外泊とか深夜徘徊とかクラブ通いとか根も葉もない噂で推薦取り消されたら。
男がそんな耳っちい心配するの。だいたい無断外泊は事実のくせに。
それはそうなんだけど。
Yes, it is. Not just staying over without permission, it's also my first time visiting a girl's house. No, it's not. You literally went to Setsuna's house. Not to mention the fact that she lives alone. Yes, and the fact that it's Toma Kazusa's house. Takaya would probably commend me if he found out, and then criticize me if I told him that nothing happened.
そんなに困るんなら一度家に帰って風呂に入って着替えてくればいい。
いや、遅刻はまずいだろう。俺入学以来一度も。
ああ言えばこう言う。私はもう知らん。勝手にしろ。
あ。
She opens the living room door again, and the Toma I'm used to seeing every day emerges. But as it is, I can still imagine her wearing close to nothing, despite her completely usual school uniform.
どうして目をそらす？
いや、ちょっと。
I can't bear to face her. Oh no.
じゃあ私は先に出る。これ鍵渡しておくから。学校に着いたら返して。
あ、待て、置いていくな。俺駅までの道を覚えてない。
No, no.
なら早く支度しろ。そろそろ走らないと間に合わない。
わかった。すぐ荷物持ってくる。
I'm saved again by the fact that Toma is a good person deep down. I do also want to say something like, you could have waked me up. Oh, that's not good English. You could have waked me up before the last train, but I decided to let it slide.
あ、それから最後に。
何？
悪かった。お前のあられもない姿を見てしまって。
Oh my goodness gracious.
忘れた頃に思い出させるな。
What a tactless man. Ooh, a school lunchroom.
なんか眠そうだね。
Are we gonna tell her we spent the night together?
ゆうべ練習してて気づいたら朝だった。
Lunchtime. As I rubbed my sleepy eyes and left my seat to freshen up my face, I found Ogiso standing in front of our classroom, waving and waiting for me nonchalantly. I quickly turned and noticed that the seat behind mine was empty. I truly admire people with a sixth sense for danger.
風呂も入れなかった。だからあんま近寄らない方が。
How honest. It's not as if I hate eating lunch together with Ogiso. Rather, it makes me feel really happy. But,
本当だ。髪ボサボサ。
いや、だからな。
as Ogiso rustles through my hair, I feel a certain intense pressure. To clarify, it's not coming from Ogiso, but rather all the male students around us. Oh no, they jelly.
頑張ってるんだね、北原くん。じゃあご褒美にこのクリームコロッケをあげよう。
Oh.
人の話は最後まで聞こうな。
I can feel the hard glares from everyone around, directed at both me and my plate as Ogiso takes a side dish from her lunchbox and puts it there. Our surroundings can't keep up with the incredibly sociable attitude that Ogiso had never shown before. Not even I can.
そうそう。そういえば噂になってるらしいよ。軽音楽同好会のこと。
噂になってるのは小木曽だけで、しかも学園祭についてだけじゃないから。
どういう意味？
最近の小木曽変わったってこと。いろん
だね。今はすごく楽。やりたいようにやってるし。
Yeah, Ogiso has been quite defenseless recently. The wall that she had built up, where she'd treat everyone as a friend, had now crumbled away, since she's clearly favoring a certain someone.
そのせいでミス北条大夫的には ここに来て予断を許さない展開と言われてるけどな。
Yeah, that's kind of like how idol groups in Japan aren't supposed to date people and aren't supposed to have boyfriends because when they appeal to a wider audience, they're more popular. So now that she's doing this, she's also becoming less popular. She's still awesome, but yeah, a guy doesn't want to have to fight another guy. Specifically, it means that because of her actions, she was no longer guaranteed to be the top favorite in the school rankings. However, the problem is that Ogiso is still very charming. That's why it's so difficult for anyone to estimate the chances of her winning.
3連覇危うしそれもまたよしかな。私普通の女の子に戻りますってね。
That's cute.
来週のステージって引退コンサートだったのか？
Everyone's got the wrong idea. That girl, Ogiso Setsuna, has finally got a boyfriend or something. But that's completely wrong. After all, Ogiso treats Toma and me with the exact same attitude. Maybe she just likes us both. Meaning, this demeanor of hers is one of pure friendship, not because I'm of the opposite sex.
さてと、ごちそうさま。教室戻って寝てくるか。
Get some sleep.
リンゴを食べるよね。はい、どうぞ。
いや、だからさ。
Though it's something that only Toma and I know.
5分休憩。
Is she gonna figure out something's up? She's gonna get all jealous and it's gonna be terrible.
なんか眠そうだね。
ちょっとね。
コーヒー買ってこようか？
Oh, so kind.
悪い。
わかった。ホットのブラックでいいかな？
カフェオレ。一番量の多いやつで。
Oh, that's so cute. I wasn't expecting that.
何？
ブラックのイメージだったから。
Right?
苦いの全然ダメなんだ。
Oh.
蜂蜜レモンにする？
酸っぱいのも全然。何？何？そんなに変？
No.
そういえば北原くんも眠そうだったな。二人とも頑張るね。
隠したな。ま、言えるわけないか。
Oh no. Don't make comments like that out loud.
弾けるようになるまで寝なくていいって言ってあるから。
Oh no. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. Good cover up.
ほんと北原くんには厳しいな。麗しきしてやい？
楽器を下手くそに弾くやつが我慢できないだけ。みんな綺麗な音を出したがってるのに。
That's a nice sentiment.
毎日そんなに厳しくするから北原くん今日はもう帰っちゃったよ。
勝手にすればいい。弾けるようになれば文句は言わないから。
ねえトーマさん、こんな調子で私たちいつになったら全員で演奏できるのかな？
明日。
Yay.
ほんと？なんだもうすぐなんだ。そっか楽しみだな。
I'm so excited. I'm like just thinking about hearing the vocals and the guitar and piano. I'm gonna cry. Like, oh man, that's so cool.
期待してていいぞ。きっと驚くから。
They built this up so well. They really have.
けなしてる割には信頼してるんだね。
ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
おかえり。
おう。
8:15 p.m. at Iwazucho Station. Toma got off the train at exactly the same time she did last night. Well, it's as we agreed while we were on the train this morning, so there's nothing really surprising about it. Then why would you say that?
今日こそは準備万端だ。風呂にも入ったし、制服の着替えも持ってきた。
Wow, so now we're planning to stay over? Are we just trying to create problems? I was so worried about this whole jealousy thing.
また止まる気満々だな。
Today, I returned home as soon as classes ended, and within the span of 2 hours, I got changed, took a bath, napped, did my own practice, and returned here. How the heck did you do all that in 2 hours? Was it a 5-minute nap? Because I realized last night that my master truly teaches me great things. That's a weird thing to say. That does not translate well.
今日は終電までに帰るって。こいつらは万が一の時のための備え。これくらい普通だろ？
あんたが言うと説得力があるのがたちが悪い。
Even the master herself is obviously irritated, but since she always has such a face, I'm not worried in the slightest. Actually, she'd probably already guessed.
今日こそは大丈夫。ノーミスで通したらすぐに帰る。
だといいけどね。
Toma puts on a disinterested face, gallantly leaving me behind like she always does. So I hurry to catch up with her, not losing sight of her elegant black hair.
ああ、それと帰り道にコンビニあったっけ？
夕食食べてこなかったのか？
いや、トラベルセット買ってかないと。
本当に帰る気あるのか？
And today, I'm once again looking forward to hearing the beautiful sound that spreads from her fingertips. It's a weird thing to say. God, this game is so fun. Introductory chapter.
Wow. Toma.
I really appreciate a beautiful bathroom. This is so gorgeous.
たった2日で随分と馴染んでるな。
I feel like this is the sweet spot of the introductory chapter. Like, everyone's still friends, everyone's still happy, we're having fun together. I just don't want the drama to start. I know it's going to.
2日続けて床で寝たから体の痛いこと。
Come on, you cannot tell me this house does not have a couch.
帰れよ。
It's 7:15 a.m. The alarm I set on my watch just in case came in handy. Even so, sleeping for only 2 hours is rather painful. In the end, we practiced until almost 5 a.m. It's scary how easy we lose sense of time while in the basement.
今から風呂。悪い。顔洗ったらすぐ出てくから。
今日こそは覗くなよ。
昨日だって覗こうと思って覗いたわけじゃない。幸福な偶然だったんだよ。
そうか。それは気の毒だったな。今からのお前がな。
冗談だって冗談。ああ、気持ちいい。
だからくつろぐなと。
The cold water splashing against my face stiffens up my dull body. It's Friday. One more day and it'll be the weekend. I'll be able to practice as much as I want from day to night. Oh boy. If my strength allows it.
目が覚めた。あ、そうだトーマ。俺、朝飯作ろうか？
He really is acting like a house husband.
朝なんかいつも食べないけど。
Not healthy. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
だから授業中寝てばっかりなんだよ。朝はしっかり取らないと体起きないぞ。
今週は人のこと言えないだろう、北原も。
まあそれはいいとして、昨日のお詫びにってことでどうだ？
Aw, that's sweet.
できるものならやってみれば。冷蔵庫の中のものは勝手に使っていいから。
Alright, 2 predictions. 1, there's like nothing in the fridge. Or 2, the fridge just keeps getting fully stocked, but she never eats any of it.
バカにするなよ。トーストと目玉焼きならお手の物だ。
And that's about it. I'm such an average male student.
そう。じゃ、頑張って。
あれは絶対信用してないって顔だな。見てろよ。
Or she's just saying that because she has no eggs. I'm not the guy who barged into a house, begged the owner for music lessons, not allowed that person to sleep until morning, only to fall asleep first, and then even peeked at them changing. Of course not. What kind of jerk would do that?
Ugh.
Wow, what a gorgeous house. I can't believe it. Alright, before we get to the actual breakfast, I think that's a good stopping point. So let's go ahead and save there. So, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm really looking forward to the next part, so I will see you then. Thank you!